And for more, let's bring in famed civil rights attorney and founding partner of Allred, Morocco and Goldberg, Gloria Allred, who is representing more than 24 Epstein victims, 27 to be exact. Gloria, thank you so much for joining us here on the sofa on American Agenda.
Thank you for inviting me, Katrina.
What I think is so interesting, you and I were chatting a little bit, and you said this has been a story behind the scenes where victims of Epstein have been coming to you for years before it was even making headlines.
That's correct.
How long? When was the first victim who came to you?
I don't remember the year, but a number of them. And this is even before he was arrested in 2019. But definitely after he got that sweetheart deal in 2008 in Florida.
What do the victims want most at this point? Because a lot of this story seems to have gone in a direction that may forget the people who were victims of these horrible crimes.
Thank you for remembering the victims, because they're at the center of this, and they're going through a lot of trauma and pain, having to kind of relive this all the time and not having it stop. But I think it's important to them, that's what they've indicated to me, that there be transparency, that there be accountability, that the files be released, and that they know what the truth is, because they know their own truth. They know what they experienced and what they suffered. What they don't know is the big picture. How could this happen? Are there third parties that should be held accountable, in addition to Jeffrey Epstein, in addition to Ms. Maxwell? Are there others? Some of them say they're going to release the names. They know that if they release the names of third parties, others, perhaps powerful, rich men in Jeffrey Epstein's social circle, that maybe they could be sued by those powerful, rich men who can afford attorneys and who will say you're defaming me if they accuse them of raping them or victimizing them when they were children. So apparently a member of Congress has stepped forward and said, I'll release the names on the House floor, and that way she won't be able to be sued. But in any event, the point is, I think it's important to know who's in these files. Yeah, the birthday book is one piece of it.
A tiny piece, I'm sure.
It's a tiny piece, but everything matters. I'd like to see everybody who has signed a birthday wishes to Jeffrey Epstein, that sexual predator, that sex trafficker of children. I'd like to see all of them come forward and say what they know, if they do know,
it doesn't mean
about
they're
what
guilty of
Jeffrey
something.
Epstein was doing, and Ms. Maxwell.
Right.
Many of them were on the island or at his other residences, New Mexico Ranch, his home here in New York and elsewhere. And so maybe they can provide some information that'll help others be held accountable. It doesn't mean that they themselves have committed any crime or engaged in any wrongdoing.
Right.
But I would like to know what was meant in the president's message, or the one that he says he didn't sign that someone else did.
Message, right.
You know, when he said, may every day be a wonderful secret. Well, you know, Jeffrey Epstein seemed to specialize in secrets, and the main secrets were victimizing underage girls and adult women, and exploiting them and trafficking them. So I just would like those people to come forward. I don't like it as a political issue, but of course it is that now. It is
a political issue. And as we heard, of course, one of the congressmen from the Oversight Committee, who of course is looking into this along with Jeffrey Comer, they have spoken to a lot of people. But Gloria, you shared with me that you have not gotten a call from Congress to come speak to them.
I have not.
Nor have some other lawyers who are representing many other victims.
Yes, so there was an article that 9 lawyers who represent a number of victims, I'm one of the 9, has never been contacted by any member of Congress asking to speak to any of my clients, any of the 27 victims, or to me.
Why do you
I've
think
been
that
out
is?
there publicly for a long time, for a number of years, talking about this.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
No.
I really can't speak for them, but it's never too late to say, you know, we do want to hear from all the victims who may be willing to speak to us.
Yes.
We want to protect the victims, but we want to know the truth. And I have said over and over again, I don't think that they should put the names of the victims out there. They must redact them. And they also should not be watching any of the videos of any children who were sexually exploited